Welcome to Reacting to Football Game School Season 2, Week 10, Game 1, requested by Diego. So let's make sure that this is on 180p. And let's do the kickoff. Very cool seagull noise. Michael returns it. He's running for 5 yards. He got 10 yards and he slips. And Nick gets him. Just like Nick has 0 catches, 0 touchdowns, 0 throws. But he does have a lot of tackles. So Nick is the tackling man. Michael throws it to Logan, who's eating popcorn on the sideline. Nick does a professional kick that is fielded by Greg. Greg is preparing to throw it. Diego is drinking Pepsi. Nick is very excited, as well as the seagull. John. I am covering John. And the seagulls are going crazy, probably for Logan's popcorn. And Santa bin is open.
So bad.
So bad?
Yeah, I knew it. I predicted the future. And then Carlos talks about spheres. Carlos. I forgot that Jamie actually didn't play in this game. I was about to say something about Jamie, but he wasn't even here. John is open for a 5-yard catch, but Greg is on top of that. So that is not a first down. And Jackson is not on sides. Diego decides to stand on the table. Santa bin gets onside now. He is also wide open. He is also very wide open. Jackson was open, I think. No, he wasn't open. He should have just passed it to Santa bin. And then I'm going to go talk to Logan to tell him to get in the game while Maverick does a straight up punt. There's some optical illusion from the camera, that, like with the clouds and stuff. Michael throws it to Carlos. Carlos gets it. Everybody's on sides, waiting. It looks like Ben is going to get open every time, but then Greg says, Nick, you better get on his ass. He throws it to John, who drops it, and it's 4th down, and now I guess Jackson goes over to tell Logan to play as well. But Logan is still eating his popcorn. John goes out really wide. I sprint to go cover him. Carlos is also out kind of wide. He throws it straight to Jackson, who drops it. And now it's our ball. Michael's still wiping the mud off of his leg. Jackson dies because he can't believe what he's just done. Everybody goes. Greg lines up. John is playing very deep safety, which actually works out for him in a lot of occasions. Ben is covering, Santa bin is covering Asian bin. Carlos covering Nick. Greg throws it deep through Ben's hands, intercepted by John, who fumbles it, who's recovered by Dylan. John goes for the fumble. Michael misses. Dylan's going backwards. Doesn't step out of bounds, avoids it. Michael dives, outrunning Santa bin. Greg blocks. John going. Dylan sprints. John misses. Carlos doesn't go for it. And then he just walks into the end zone. And then I have to show Diego my Jerry Rice jersey, even though I didn't actually catch the ball, but Greg says
Dylan,
we win these.
The Immaculate Reception, number 4.
It would actually be number 5, but it wasn't, because an Immaculate Reception would be... Well, actually, yeah, I guess it would kind of be number 5, because it went through Ben's hand and was intercepted. Oh, yeah, I guess that actually would be the Immaculate Reception 5. And then the fumble as well. So yeah, I guess Diego, because I thought he meant like John fumbling it to me as the Immaculate Reception, but at the Ben, it's going through Ben's hands actually was the Immaculate Reception. Michael goes deep to Jackson again, who drops it again, but he did get flipped in the air, so maybe that was a little bit of a better drop than last time. But we will see later that Jackson and Logan definitely have some dropping problems in this game. But I would actually say some of them weren't Logan's faults because Michael's actually getting some good spirals. You'll see later when I do not get very good spirals. Michael goes deep again to John, who catches it, who's about a yard short. Everybody jogs. Everybody's on sides. Fake handoff to Santa Ben. Santa Ben's wide open. Santa Ben gets the catch. And everybody is cheering just like they used to cheer for me when I got a good catch. So then I'm crying in this. I'm so sad that they do not cheer for my catches anymore. I guess I'm too old now. Michael does a very strange punt that actually is kind of decent. Greg gets it. Nick does kind of a block. It's a fumble. And then I didn't help in that play at all because I was talking to Logan. So, actually in the game I had no idea what happened on that play because I was just on the sideline. Michael comes to cover me. Nick is snapping. Greg gets it, does a little twirl, I run across. Nick running, nobody's open. That was a problem for our team all game. Throws to Ben, who actually was open, but Greg throws it too high for him. Keyshawn's performing in the background. Michael's waving to him probably because his performance was just too good. Everybody walks back on side. I'm still trying to talk to Logan, but he's not listening to me, so I'm still sad. Now I'm just walking around. Maverick doesn't know what team he's on. I just go for a fake handoff. I block Nick, which doesn't make any sense. Greg's still waiting. Nick, he just throws it up, and it's knocked away by John and Jackson. Football eclipse. The eclipse is when the moon goes across the sun, which creates kind of a black vortex that shadows the earth, which is what an eclipse is. But that obviously doesn't make much sense unless a cloud was passing the sun, but that is not the same as an eclipse. He just throws it up. I get one hand on it. It's tipped to John. John running, probably going to return this for a touchdown. Yep, jukes out Greg. Greg wrestles him a little bit, but he already scored the touchdown. I actually should have caught that, but every time that I... Oh wait, no, he actually didn't go in for the touchdown. But every time that... throws it to Jackson, it's a little bit high. But yeah, every time that I could go for an athletic catch, I usually don't because I don't want to run into somebody. But there, I definitely should have, because if I just would have ran a little faster and jumped higher, I would have got a one catch. Here comes Logan. Here comes... Oh, Logan the God! Who's not even on the field, but he is coming in. Oh, there he is. Now Logan's obviously going to make our team win because he's the best player on our team. He's not covering anyone. I'm covering... He was going to throw it to Carlos, but I covered him easily. Fakes a handoff, throws to John. It's behind. Nick knocks it away, even though he didn't really have to. I'm going to skip now because it's too long. Okay, Michael getting the snap by Carlos, gets the snap. Throws it to Jackson, sacked by Ben. it's 4th down, so we got the ball. I tried to do a quick snap, hike. Logan's wide open. I do a good spiral that's a little too high for him. I get the snap again, get the one-handed. Greg's kind of open, but Michael's covering him. Jackson's covering nobody. Nick's running. I forgot that I just air it out, and it's dropped by Logan, and you could tell that everybody's angry. You know what? That was actually a good throw, though. Oh, never mind. It actually looked like a pretty good throw, but Diego also didn't record it in the air, so I only saw me throwing it and it going into Logan's hands. But I trust myself. I fake a handoff to Nick. Everybody's running around. I throw it to Logan. Greg is yelling at me. And then I try to tell Greg that he's baiting, which I know is true because he's using my technique of not covering Greg or not covering a person, and then I would be like, oh, he's open, and then throw it, and then it would be a pick 6. So I didn't want to do that, and John's leaving Logan open every time, so Nick hides it to me. I fake a handoff to Greg. I run around. I actually should have thrown it to Ben, but I forgot that he was on my team. Greg's running. I just throw it to Maverick, who was that? I just kind of aired it out. It was a little low. I couldn't tell if it was tipped or not. They get the ball right back. Jackson's wide open. Maverick's not covering anyone, and that's a touchdown. So then I obviously have to apologize for my team for throwing it to Logan every play except for one. Greg runs, and that should be a touchdown. And there we go. That is a touchdown. So I think it's tied now. Yeah, I knew it was tied. I do a punt that's out of bounds. They're doing a last play. Michael tells everyone to go deep. Somebody's yelling Mike. Jackson get it, and it's knocked away. And then that's when Diego recorded for another 6 hours in my backpack. But as you could tell, it doesn't end like usual. Diego's hand goes over the camera, and then it goes in my backpack, and it's just black talking there for 4 hours. But that is the recording. So, yes.